Okay, so the scene starts off where we got Toby, Claire, Strickler and Nomura fighting off the hordes of soldiers GUNMAR send after them. And look at this, Buddy ran straight off after seeing Strickler. Shit, I would too. Have you seen Buddy's face? So after a while, Claire starts to ask where the hell Jim is, acting like she's ADing when LeBron took that leave. Nigga had to put up with D-Lo taking dumbass shots. Buddy needs to be traded. So after realizing that they're getting cooked, the soldiers decide to gather around and throw a damn truck at them. And before Claire can even teleport it away, the GOAT himself, Mr. Jim Lake Jr. comes out of nowhere, slicing it in half. Now Jim, you cannot finesse a finesser. I already know you waited for the perfect opportunity to make your entrance. Nigga was aura farming. So after Jim arrives, Blinky pulls up with a whole army of trolls ready to help out in the fight. And I'ma need you guys to lock in for this one, cause Jim did not come to play. Nigga was on straight timing, cause he weaves the spear, gets his get back by slicing Buddy in the face, runs over to hit a 3-piece kick on this nigga over here, jumps off him to slice this other guy, then throws his sword while hitting a gymnastic flip over Buddy here, and then throws his dagger across the whole battlefield to help out his fight shit. This new troll form has Buddy feeling different. And I'm not even gonna sit here and lie, the rest of this fight is filmed beautifully, cause we see the rest of the squad having their own individual fights, and somehow they made Toby look tough. This shit is crazy. So we fast forward in the fight and we see Jim telling everyone to disperse and help everyone else in the city. And from here we cut to Merlin and ANGOR sneaking into Troll Market to try and stop Morgana, until ANGOR ROT pulls up out of nowhere smacking Merlin away. So him and ANGOR start squabbling until Morgana pulls up out of nowhere blasting ANGOR, sending him flying back. And just look at the fine shit. Body T, face T. She might be the finest DreamWorks villain we've ever seen. So Merlin gets up, picks up his sword and starts squabbling with Morgana. And he ends up getting his stuff back from her, but it turns out he can't get it up. Nigga has to pop a honey pack or something. And Morgana tells him that the whole time he's been sleeping, she's been stealing his magic. So she starts blasting Merlin around and tells ANGOR ROT to leave and take care of Jim while she handles these two. So from here we cut to Toby, Claire and two of their friends, and this right here might be the toughest shit we've ever seen Toby do, cause his girl gets snatched up by a literal dragon and he flies up using his warhammer to catch up to them, and somehow Shorty hits his dragon with a 10-piece combo making it get hurt. So Toby finally catches up with them, smacking the dragon away and catching his fine shit, and starts floating down like he's Mary Poppins. Toby, you have now earned my respect. But now it's time for what you guys really came for, cause we see Jim off these done battling a bunch of soldiers, and out of nowhere a bunch more come out of nowhere creating an arena for him. And Jim's looking around confused. Shit, I was too, didn't know what the hell was going on. And after a while, all we hear is... And after hearing this, I was so deep, because I already knew what was about to happen. We were about to get the battle of the century. So GUNMAR pulls up and peeps that Jim is now a troll. And Jim starts saying that GUNMAR's scared because it's now a fair fight. And this nigga GUNMAR starts laughing in his face. Now if I'm Jim, I'm leaving quick as shit, because there's no way you're laughing in my face after I said this shit's gonna be fair. That nigga has something up his sleeve. And that's exactly what happened, because ANGOR ROT pulls up behind Jim out of nowhere. So GUNMAR and ANGOR ROT waste absolutely no time to get to squabbling, with both of them rushing in and clashing into Jim's sword. Now I ain't even go lie, after this fight, I'm not tolerating any Jim Lake Jr. slander ever in my life, cause this nigga goes crazy. Taking on a 2v1 is insane. So Jim ends up getting out of this clash and just goes stupid on these niggas, giving GUNMAR a backhand to the face, dodging the dagger and then kicking Bo, making him take a knee for BLM, and then jumping off his back to clash again with GUNMAR, then hitting a kickflip to dodge both of their attacks. You cannot tell me this man is not the GOAT of DreamWorks. So Jim lands and gets kicked in the face by ANGOR ROT. And this nigga gon' say, wait a minute, I'm white. Buddy realized that he's a troll and ate that shit like it's nothing. So they continue boxing with Jim just having a fun time out there. Niggas having a jolly good time fighting the two strongest people in the show. And look at his face, he already knows he's about to violate you, cause he hits the All Might, grabs him by the horn and throws him into a building. So Jim starts being boastful and gets caught lacking by ANGOR ROT, who kicks him sending him flying back. And then GUNMAR comes out of the building charging at Jim like a bull and headbutts him, sending him flying across the street. See guys, that's why you can't be too boastful. Niggas will violate you. Gotta stay humble for real. So from here we cut back to the fine shit Morgana, and she's just dogging on Merlin. Being on an old man is crazy, but Merlin gets up and manages to muster up a semi and shoots out a blast at Morgana. But that shit does not work cause she sends a laser picking him up. So Merlin starts to ask for help, but ANGOR runs away out of nowhere. And right here Merlin thought ANGOR done backdoored him. Shit, I would too, nigga left with no explanation. But ANGOR actually ran to this thingy-majig, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what this is called, and allowed all the past Trollhunters to come back as ghosts to help out in the fight. So we cut back to Jim fighting GUNMAR and ANGOR ROT, and GUNMAR jumps up trying to attack him. and damn, that shot is tough, I can't lie. But Jim dodges the attack and this nigga starts breakdancing. And now I'm not talking about whatever they were doing at the Olympics, I'm talking about that real shit. Nigga looks like he's part of the All-Stars. If you know about that movie, you're tough, I can't lie. So Jim ends up getting out these attacks, grabs his daggers and chucks them at Gunmar, causing him to fall back. But Angor Rot throws his dagger at Jim, cutting him in the face and then tackles him to the ground. But Jim ends up blocking his attack with his shield and just starts talking crazy to Angor Rot, talking about some,
"You are a worthless bitch ass nigga. Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now."
And after hearing these words from Jim, Angor Rot remembers how he used to be a good guy and actually help people. But Gunmar peeps that his loyalty's wavering, grabs him and throws him away. Like, damn nigga, I'm not a ragdoll, relax. But Jim uses this as an opportunity to barge into Gunmar, sending him flying. And look how he walks down on him, acting like he's Sasuke. But Gunmar comes out of the rubble, grabs Jim and throws him into the nearby building. And I'm not gonna lie, Jim, you better be grateful to Merlin you're a troll now. Cause if you were still a human, this would have been it for you. Niggas would have had to been scraping you off the walls for weeks. So Jim jumps up onto the building and starts looking around for Gunmar. And out of nowhere, Gunmar jumps off from inside the building, slashing at Jim. But Jim blocks it and Gunmar gives him a mean uppercut to the face. And I've gotta say, this shit is unfair. Buddy, you are 1,000 years old, 10 feet and at least 500 pounds, and you're fighting a teenager like this? My nigga, relax. Acting like he's LeBron after seeing Zion make that nice dunk. Nigga couldn't let the youngins have their shine, had to take that shit right back. So Gunmar walks over to Jim and puts his foot on him, forcing him to stay there. Acting like it's Milner. Shit might as well be. Have you seen how big Buddy is? So he puts the decimal blade to his face, trying to take over his mind. And we cut to Toby, Claire and Blinky, and they have front row seats to witness greatness. Straight GOAT activity. Cause we cut back to Jim and he remembers that he's that guy and unlocks a new ability allowing him to reject the decimal blade. If only vape addicts could do the same shit. Niggas swear they can quit at any time, but as soon as they lose their vape, they turn into the Hulk, talking about some,
"Hey man, who took my vape?"
Man, if I don't... So Jim gets up pushing away the sword, and this right here is when he becomes a true goat of the series. Cause Gunmar has the basic villain move, charging him while screaming. I have no idea why niggas do this. And Jim weaves the attack, slicing him while dodging. And look at Gunmar's face.
Oh no, this can't be.
It is.
So Jim says, for my nigga, draw, before kicking Gunmar's stone body off the building, smashing him to pieces. Now I ain't gonna lie, my nigga Gunmar's a tough villain. God give him his flowers for real. Cause from the start of the series to his death, he had people shaking in their boots after hearing his name once, acting like he's Voldemort. But in all seriousness, Buddy really is a top 5 DreamWorks villain. But on some Naruto vs Sasuke timing, we get no time to chill, because Arg pulls up and shows him that Morgana is coming. And damn, why is she so fine? Whichever one of the devs was in that studio cooking up the design for Morgana, I know what kind of man you are. And even Toby agrees with me. And if me and Toby are agreeing on something, you know damn well you're doing something right. So Morgana pushes everyone out the way except from Jim, grabs him and pulls him in close. Now a nigga like me, I would have never taken this opportunity for granted. Would have been on that Axel timing, leaning in for the kiss. But Jim can't do this because he has his fan shit right there, so Morgana throws him across the city onto the bridge. So Claire quickly opens up a pool for all of them to hop into to get to where Jim is. And we cut to Jim and Morgana is literally throwing rocks at this man.
I threw a rock at him.
Did you really think that was gonna work? Acting like she's every team against LeBron in 2018. Motherfuckers were throwing out every move they could at him. Shit was not working. So Morgana decides to switch up the tactic, using lasers instead. And she manages to blast Jim off the side of the bridge. But Toby comes through the portal, catching him before he can fall in the tornado. And I know I'll be hating on Toby a lot, but he actually is a W friend to Jim. He's been there from the start to the finish. W mans. So the rest of the squad pull up to get their get back on Morgana for Jim, with Arg punching her into the floor and then throwing her in the tornado. And the rest of them have their turn to fight her. And my nigga Blinky has their aim on point, cause he throws one of the exploding rocks and somehow manages to hit Morgana. Bolden turned into Hawkeye for a second, cause how do you even time that perfectly? So the rest of the squad starts jumping her and Morgana has enough, so she sends out a Kamehameha, tying all of them up except from Jim. So Morgana wastes no time to pick up Jim and fling him around, and I can't even blame Jim for being violated here. He's just got done fighting a horde of soldiers, 2v1 in Angor Rot and Gunmar, and then defeating Gunmar. Cut my nigga some slack. So while she's torturing Jim, Angor Rot pulls up out of nowhere, and Fine Shit says that he can have the last shot on Jim to kill him. So Angor Rot starts running towards Jim, and just as he's about to slice him, he turns to Morgana, socking her straight in the face. And she's all confused, and Angor Rot says,
"He showed me that I can have no bitch manipulating a boss ass nigga like me."
So Morgana throws Jim away and gets straight to boxing Angor Rot, cause she shoots a laser at him, he dodges it and jumps onto the laser like he's Goku, running at her and slicing down. But she dodges it and they start boxing in the background. So we cut to Jim, he gets back up and charges in and ends up pushing his sword into both Angor Rot and Morgana. But Morgana says that don't work. She takes out the sword and crushes it in front of Jim's face. Looking like me when I tell a 10-year-old Santa's not real. Niggas look defeated. Morgana then sends a bunch of lasers at the crew, but Jim jumps in the way getting fried. And what happens next pisses me off to this day. This has to be top 5 dumbest things I've ever seen from a show. Because Angor Rot literally has to remind Claire that she has powers to teleport. That's not something that just slips your mind. I get if you're chilling and you remember, oh wait, I have powers. But in the heat of battle is crazy. So Claire teleports over to Angor Rot and Morgana and opens up a portal behind them and starts pushing them into the portal. And while she's doing this, Morgana just ends up killing Angor Rot, splitting him into pieces.
No! Why you do that? That's my guy!
They didn't even give my boy a proper death. This shit is crazy. And after seeing this, Claire decides to Olympic dive into Morgana, throwing them both into the portal. Wait, hold on. F that, we ain't moving on from what just happened. Claire, you let your man get dragged around, blasted until he got fried, and stabbed Angor Rot and Morgana at the same time without remembering that you had powers.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Anyway, so the portal ends up opening up again with Claire trying to force herself out and Morgana holding her back. So she grabs Blinky's arm and throws Arg the star for Toby to destroy. And we get another tough Toby scene. And I'm not gonna lie, Toby has put in work for the last 2 episodes. You have now risen from a C tier character to an A tier character. Well done, Toby. So Toby breaks the staff, which ends up banishing Morgana to the Shadow Realm. But before they can even celebrate, they run over to make sure that Jim's okay. And thinking that he's dead, Claire starts to see some Romeo and Juliet lines. But the GOAT doesn't die like that, cause he just waits for the right opportunity to wake up and riz. Niggas just like me, couldn't be any prouder. And the fuck nigga Merlin comes out of nowhere, undoing the eternal night after the battle was done. Buddy was hiding, waiting for the battle to be finished, just to come out and look like the hero. And this is now basically the end of the episode. And after watching this series for the 5th time, I can confidently say this is top 5 DreamWorks projects. Cause this shit was tough from the start to the finish. Except from the movie, we won't talk about the movie for all. Cause I don't know what they were thinking at the end of that. All the writing went straight out the window. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll catch y'all niggas in the next one. Peace.